from Woodstock. Brother, I'd sing you a song. I wanna make right things I've done wrong. So when the morning comes, I see what I've done and I'll be gone. I once was washed by the blood. For hungry wolves, it's never enough. They're knocking down my door. They're looking for more. I've learned to run. But tomorrow I'll be free. 'Cause in the morning they're gonna hang me. Let my final words ring true. Oh, Father, forgive us. We know not what we do. Sister, I would take it all back. I wish that's how it worked. Your forgiveness I do ask. You see, I'm at the end of my road. There's no way home, fading fast. But tomorrow I'll be free. 'Cause in the morning they're gonna hang me. And my final words ring true. Oh, Father, forgive us. We know not what we do. But tomorrow I'll be free. 'Cause in the morning they're gonna hang me. Let my final words ring true. Oh, Father, forgive us. We know not what we do. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for being here. You could be anywhere tonight. But you're with us and Hunter, letting us bring you guys down on a Saturday. So this song's from, we just put out an album in August, and then last March we actually put out another record called Nothing Here's the Same, and we got to work with one of my musical heroes, a guy named Sadler Vaden, produced that record, and yeah, it's been cool to continue to release music, but I feel like this song has meant a lot to us and to some other people, and we've had a lot of fun kind of going around different states playing this one, and it's about growing indifferent to things and being honest about it. It's called Indifference. Can I get that guitar down? Hello. Can you get that guitar down in the monitor? Thank you. sure did you do that?
I was about to say. So I walked here today. I didn't walk here. We drove here from Woodstock. But I brought 2 outfits because I always do. I bring them back up. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear the yellow dress with the black boots that I grabbed. And we're always kind of rushing out the door. We're like bringing kids to where we have 3 kids to where they need to be. Then we come home and we like do what we got to do and get our stuff and go. So I just threw everything in the car and I get here and I go out to grab my boots. And most of y'all probably can't tell, especially the guys in the room. You're probably like, they're both black boots, so it doesn't matter. I'm wearing 2 very different pairs of boots right now. So if you notice when I walk, I look like I have a club foot a little bit. It's because this one is like a Doc Marten, and this one's got a heel. So I use my Doc Marten for the stomping. And we just roll with it, y'all, because that's what we do when we are having a scattered kind of day. Anyone else feeling scatterbrained today? That's me every day, but...
That's all I can think of when you're stomping. It's like, she used the dog. So, I mentioned that we put out a record last month, just over a month ago, like 5 weeks ago. It's called How We've Come So Far, and it's inspired by a lot of true stories. And even the songs that are made up are very much inspired by true stories. And this is one of them, and I was thinking one day, I was like, at a young age, I knew too much. I remember being a little kid, like sitting in AA meetings, watching old men smoke cigarettes and drink coffee. And I was there with my dad, and just like it was a normal thing to be a little kid at AA meetings. And I heard a lot of stories, learned a lot of things, and had a lot of my own experiences because of things like that. And that just one day birthed this song. It's called No Time. And it's on that record. Grocery line, I had a lot of things weighing on my mind. I looked up and that's when I saw your face. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Tied my shoes and I swallowed my pride. Finally found the courage to walk your way. Should have seen a look in your face. We both wanted to be anywhere but this place. Was uncomfortable with things that were left unsaid. Told the same old story how God was working, but your speech was slow and your words were slurring. The 4-step 8, that handrail must have given way. It ain't so funny when they say there's a time for everything, time to talk and a time to sing, time to stay and a time to run. Hell, we run from everything. There's a part of me that still wants to believe there's a time for everything. There's just no time for you and me. Walked on through the hospital door, took the elevator up to the 3rd floor. You looked up and that's when you saw my face. Wondering why I'd show up here, set aside my hurt and I swallowed my fear. Finally found the courage to walk your way. Sitting next to that bed, I had a million thoughts running through my head. Some of anger and some of regret. Some I'll never understand, and some I'll bury with my 2 hands. Some more I never will forget. It ain't so funny when they say there's a time for everything, time to talk and a time to sing, time to stay and a time to run. Hell, we run from There's a part of me that still wants to believe there's a time for everything. There's just no time for you and me. Thank you, guys. You guys cool if I share a brand new song with you?
Yes.
Hunter, you were talking about people pleasing. This song's kind of like a people pleaser's blues. That makes sense, because you're. I remember when I realized I was doing that, I had to put an abrupt stop to a lot of it, and people that take advantage of your people pleasing don't know what to do with that, and they think you're an asshole. You're just standing up for yourself. And I've had to learn that the hard way over the years. And I'm 37 now, and I feel like I've gotten better, but I'll never stop learning. But learning to advocate for yourself is huge, and I feel like when you're a people pleaser, you're constantly concerned with how other people are, and you're so used to that that a lot of times, like, you're like, who's gonna ask me how I'm doing? Who's gonna make sure I'm okay? And you don't want to say anything because you're a people pleaser. You don't want to inconvenience someone, even though you're gonna step in another situation 10 times out of 10. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. That's kind of what this song is about. It's called I'm Not Okay. We haven't announced anything, but I just kind of got fed up with some of the music industry stuff that we deal with. And I was like, screw it, I'm recording an EP. So I sat down the other day and recorded an EP at the house.
Yes.
This is probably going to be the title track for it. Hope you guys enjoy. It's our first time ever playing it, so bear with us. I'm just getting used to the leaving. Been a fool for believing it would be different this time. I watched you walk away while I was bleeding. Hell, I really just needed you to stick around this time. And I gotta be honest, I don't wanna be honest. Well, I just wish all this would go away. I'm not okay. You didn't notice. Hell, that's alright, 'cause I'm getting used to it. I'm not okay. But you didn't notice. Hell, that's alright, 'cause I'm getting used to it. I'm not okay. Do you grow tired of giving your reasons that no one's believing and nobody buys? You call it giving space just for a season. Well, fuck all your reasons, 'cause I needed you this time. I gotta be honest, I don't wanna be honest. I just wish all this would go away. I'm not okay. But you didn't notice. Yeah, that's alright, 'cause I'm getting used to it. I'm not okay. But you didn't notice. Yeah, that's alright, 'cause notice. Yeah, that's alright. I'm getting used to it. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Yeah, that's alright. I'm not okay. Thank you, guys. I don't know if that song will make any sense. Hunter, you're talking about weird stuff happens to you? Dude, we need to talk more. We've become friends, but I've got some weird stories too. I guess it's kind of more like weird stuff has happened over the course of my life, and I call them my small world stories. Some of you guys may have heard me share about them, but it's like weird stuff. So when I was younger, I was in a cult and lived in Canada for a while. And fast forward to like years later, I'm working in Woodstock and run into a guy from British Columbia. He's like, I can't wait to go back home. And I was working at a coffee shop. I was like, where's home? He's like, Canada. I was like, I used to live in Canada. I was in a cult. And he's like, oh yeah, I live in Salmon Arm, British Columbia. I was like, that's where we were based out of. No way. And I told him who I was with. He's like, dude, that guy that you lived with was the best man at my wedding. He's my best friend. I'm like, we're in Woodstock, Georgia. I'm just taking your coffee order. And within a minute, found out that I was in a cult with your best friend. Like, it's just in Canada. So it's like, it's stuff like that. You're just like, how? Like I remember I was on a road trip with my friends. We were going to California. And I woke up in the middle, I was in the back of the car. I woke up, they were going like 115 through the desert. I was like, what are you guys doing? They're like, we're in the middle of nowhere. You've been sleeping. There's like a McDonald's like 15 minutes from here. So we get to the McDonald's in the middle of the desert. And I hear someone go, Jonathan? I'm like, I turn around, it was my friend's mom. I'm like, what are you doing out here? She's like, riding motorcycles. Here's $20. Like she could tell I was like, she could tell like that we were scraping by on this trip. I was young, and it was before us. You know, she could tell. She knew I was scraping by. Handed me $20 and left.
What about the guy in Wyoming in the grocery store? One more.
Oh yeah, I was at a grocery store. I worked out in Wyoming for like 4 months in Jackson Hole. It was like a Tuesday at like 7:30 in the morning. I just see a guy I know from Marietta walking in the grocery store. Like, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I'm on vacation. I'm like, this isn't weird to you? Like that kind of stuff. And one of my favorite ones is, and there's more, but actually, it might have been the same trip when we went through the desert. I was with my buddies. We were in Colorado, and I had a brother that had lived in Boulder, Colorado, like 2 months or so before I was out there. And I'm there visiting my older brother who stayed there. Keep in mind, my little brother, he's been gone for a month or two. Well, while I was in downtown Boulder, I bought these like second-hand pair of boots that were like $12. And I was like, these are awesome. It's leather boots. They look similar to what I have on now, but they're so uncomfortable I don't wear them anymore. But fast forward to like a year and a half later, we're getting married. My little brother that had moved away flies home. And he's just like, where'd you get those boots? And I was like, in Colorado. He's like, when you went to Boulder? I was like, yeah. And he's like, after I moved, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, I sold all my clothes to that store you bought those from. You bought my boots. I have Abby, she actually pulled them out of the closet today. She's like, you forget about these? Because they're cracked on the bottom, but like I have a pair of boots that I bought in Colorado on a whim that used to belong to my brother. I'm like, this is a bunch of weird stuff happened. None of that has anything to do with the next song, but speaking of going out to Colorado and the desert, kind of reminds me of this next one. This song is about feeling the weight of life and just needing to get away. about going out to the country, and so I called it To the Country. And I don't know, it's one of my favorite ones to play because I just kind of feel like I escape and visually think of like where I need to go to decompress. And I could just go sit in the middle of nowhere sometimes, go back to Colorado or Wyoming and gather my thoughts and then come back to the craziness of life. And sometimes you need to disconnect, and that's what this song's about. Well, I'm going to the country just to clean my head. And there's all these walls around me, and there's demons in my bed. I've been walking in the shadows, of my doubt. I've been trying to find my way and trying to figure it out. Sometimes it's just too damn hard to say goodbye. Knowing there are answers that I'll never find.
Well, I'm going to the country to see what I can find, where nobody knows me, where I can kill some time. I'll be walking in the moonlight to forget why I came out to the country. No one knows my name. Sometimes it's just too damn hard to say goodbye. Knowing there are answers that I'll never find. Sometimes it's just too damn hard to say goodbye. Knowing there are answers that I'll never find. And to break all those ties, hell, I would rather die than to break all those ties. Hell, I would rather die. I'm going to the country just to clean my head. And there's all these walls around me, and there's demons in my bed. Thank you.
fancy set list.
Love it.
This ripped off piece of armor and Bob. Wrote it in marker, no pen.
So sometimes, Hunter, I'm sure you can relate to this. Anyone that creates, not just songwrites, but like creates art to express like themselves, you're like, no one's ever gonna hear that. No one's ever gonna see this. Like, one, it could be that sucks. That's horrible. I don't like it. Or that's way too dark. I can't sing that song. And I feel like this is probably the saddest song I've written, and I started figuring what the hell. So I recorded it. It's going on the EP. We played it once at our album release party, but it's called No One's This Strong. Hope you guys don't mind. Well, at the pawn shop, you found your fix. You sold the television that you gave your kids. But when they got home, you told them lock the door. 'Cause we don't trust nobody no more. Microwave water, it fills up the bath. 'Cause that old furnace must have run out of gas. What's the difference when they don't know? They're only believing stories are told. But hold on, 'cause no one's this strong. We all need someone to lean on. Hold on, 'cause no one's this strong. We all need someone to lean on. You looked at her pictures that you couldn't bear. The weight of a world that seemed so unfair. That looked like the mother before she got sick, before she grew tired and crossed over the bridge. Hold on, 'cause no one's this strong. We all need someone to lean on. Hold on, 'cause no one's this strong. We all need someone to lean on. You pinned up sheets over the window pane to keep out the light that drove you insane. You took your last breath with a needle in your veins, and there slept two boys with nothing left but your name. Thank you, Lord. This one is by request of Mr. Hunter Blaylock himself. Thanks, Hunter. This one's about, I think there's a lot of couples in here tonight, or maybe someone that has made assumptions about someone they care about and gotten offended. I don't know. We're going on 13 years. We made a lot of assumptions in 13 years without talking about what was actually going on. I think we all do that a little bit. And whether it's a spouse or a friendship or family member, anything, like assumptions get us in trouble. And if we don't talk about it, we start building these stories up in our head about the other person. It's just simply not true. They could walk in a room and say hello, and you're already pissed off because you've built up. You know what that hello really meant. They're just saying hello, and you're like, oh, hello? Really? Really, hello? You know, like you get to that point where it's just like nonsense. I don't know if I'm alone in that. It happens. So this song is called The Assumption. Assumption got the best of me, and it's messing with my head. I daydreamed of all the things I thought you would have said. I back up against the wall, and I'm looking for not pick up the phone and call, tell you I'm leaving. If you don't see me tonight, just know that I'm fighting my fight, and I'm trying Thank you so much for listening. This music thing's tough. It's really tough right now. And when you get to do things like this, you forget about all the BS. And you're just in the moment, and you have a lot of fun. And it doesn't matter what happened last week. So I love this. I feel like we're in like one big living room, and we get to share our songs, and I'm not having to sing over people. So thank you. Like, really, you could have been anywhere else. You could have went and spent your money in so many other ways, but you guys came here, and some of you guys drove good ways to be here. So we want to thank you, and I know we'll speak for Hunter on that too. Thank you, like from the bottom of our hearts. Like, the fact that anyone would give a shit to listen to anything we have to say is a really big deal. Especially, I mean, we're going on for like 2 hours now. Like, you guys are great. Thank you so much. Like, it means a lot. Thank you for supporting independent artists like ourselves, because this is, I don't know, for me, this is life-giving. And a lot of the other stuff is just like, I have to think about it right now. And I love that. I love being in this moment with you guys and sharing our hearts. Yeah. We don't have any hit songs, but if we had one, it would be this one, because it's listened to the most, I guess, which apparently matters these days. It's called Since You've Been Gone, and it's about grieving in different ways. This is just one way to grieve loss. Well, Daddy's been drinking, it helps numb his thinking. You know he's been sinking since you've been gone. And Mama's sleeping in, calling out of work again, hanging up on all her friends since you've been gone. Well, I woke from a nightmare without you there. Never told you how much I care. Well, since you've been gone, things aren't the same. We're wearing raincoats on a sunny day, and there's a dark cloud in our eyes that won't go away. Since you've been gone, they locked up your door, said don't go there no more, and it hurts to the core. But since you've been gone, we don't speak of your name, and it drives me insane the way they handle the pain. But since you've been gone, I went to your grave, ran my fingers on your name. I never felt so ashamed. But since you've been gone, things are the same. We're wearing raincoats on a sunny day, and there's a dark cloud in our eyes that won't go away. Since you've been gone, it's been quiet around here, wasting our time, but the table's been cleared. I know you're gone, I know you're gone, but I know you're here. Well, Daddy's been drinking, it helps numb his thinking. You know he's been sinking since you've been gone. Well, since you've been gone, things aren't the same. We're wearing raincoats on a sunny day, and there's a dark cloud in our eyes that won't go away. And since you've been gone, it's been quiet around here. It's dinner time, but the table's been cleared. I know you're gone, I know you're gone, but I know you're here. Since you've been gone. Thank you guys so much. We got one more for you. So, beauty of being an independent musician is you get to do whatever you want, how you want, when you want, with who you want. And it's really great. And you get to do whatever shows you want to do. So we took, we just recorded it. Technically, it's our 4th album, our 3rd studio album. We have a live album out from the Bird Room as well. And the title track from our 4th album is actually the 4th recording of the song that we have out. We have it on an old EP. We have a live version from Denver, Colorado. We have it live from the Bird Room, and then we re-recorded it a new way because we wanted to for the title track of our new record. And it's called Count of the Stars, and there's a line from it that says, look where we came from, how we've come so far. And how we've come so far, that's the name of the album, and I feel like it sums it up. Not just the album, but a lot of like why we do what we do and why I write the songs that I write. And I feel like these albums are just kind of documenting like hard times, but they're also reflections of hope, and reflections looking back and seeing the hope and see how far you've come and being grateful that you're not in the same place that you once were. And I think it's hopeful to feel like maybe things have not even necessarily gotten better, but that you've changed and you've grown and you've matured through all the shit. And that's kind of, that record is kind of looking back and saying, things, there's some great things and there's some really hard things, and I'm grateful for it all because every piece of that puzzle is you, and without each piece, who would I be today? It's a real, sometimes that makes you want to punch a wall because you're like, I went through this. And other times you're like, man, this is sobering, it's humbling. And so I guess it's my attempt sometimes to put those kind of thoughts to words and hope that it makes sense to somebody. But this last song, we close every show with this song. And back in 2016, we had, many of you guys have heard this story, but we had one of the hardest years of our lives, and we dealt with a lot of loss, a lot of heartache, a lot of confusion, and just, quite honestly, like, I was angry and tired and upset for like a year, it felt like, and just exhausted, and like, I can't take any more bad news. In the meantime, we have 2 small kids in diapers, and she's pregnant with our 3rd. And we're going through this hard time, chasing kids around, trying to be like present parents and present spouses, and it's really, really hard, if I'm being honest. And I'll never forget, we were going on like our 3rd baby moon, we were getting a weekend away, and we're like, okay, well, we have that appointment for the pregnancy on Friday, we'll just go to the appointment and go out of town. So we go to the appointment, and they sit us down, and after just, again, a year of bad news, like, hey, your son has this lung malformation. She was 20 weeks pregnant at the time, and we're like, we're gonna have to go, like, cut him open and take out a part of his right lung, like, just cut it out. And we knew, like, from talking with them, it wasn't like this life or death situation, but it was like, what the hell is happening? Like, I can't take it. I'm about at a breaking point, if I'm being honest. And the year turned 2017, and it's not like those things went away, but I remember thinking, like, I wrote this song for me and for Abby and for my family and her family because, like, it was coming at all sides. And I thought, like, I'm so upset about so many things right now and confused, but there's so much to be grateful for at the same time, and these things exist together, and one doesn't, like being grateful doesn't mean that these things don't suck anymore. It just means that they're together and they can give you a fresh perspective, and you can look back at how far you've come and be, as hard as that was, I'm grateful. And it's hard to get to that place, and some days I don't feel that way, if I'm honest, but yeah, so we've all got our stories, we've all got our stuff, and who knows how many people are in this room. We're all carrying something, and I hope that maybe in this moment, even if today sucked, that you could think of at least one thing to be grateful for in the midst of it. And if you think of one, maybe two, maybe three, maybe four, maybe by the end of the song you have a whole list. I don't know, but thank you for spending your night with us. Thank you, Hunter, for sharing the stage. It's an honor. You guys, if you don't follow Hunter, go follow him. He's a North Georgia treasure. He's the greatest out there doing it in these hills. Yeah. Let's hear it for Hunter. Let's hear it for Canopy and the Roots, too. Thank you guys for taking care of us. And having a space like this, or if you didn't know, there's not many places around you can do this. So, thank you guys. We're Jonathan and Abigail Payton. We're from just down the road in Woodstock, and this is Count of the Stars. Saw you walking, your feet barely left the ground. I heard you talking. You know what?
We're gonna come play it out here. Sorry, we're gonna start over. I saw you walking, your feet barely left the ground. I heard you talking, hope's been robbed by doubt. You seem so tied down these days. Talk about going south. It's the middle of the summertime. It's still too damn cold in this town. Don't be hard on yourself. You can't carry this weight by yourself. Count your blessings like you counted the stars. Look where you came from. Oh, how you come so far.
something we never had. We can't keep blaming ourselves. It's okay to be sad. Let's not be hard on ourselves. We can't carry this weight by ourselves. Let's count our blessings like we counted the stars. Look where we came from. Oh, how we come so far. And I know you're tired. Whoa. 'Cause we're all tired. Whoa. And I know you're tired. Whoa. 'Cause we're all tired. Whoa. Let's count our blessings like we counted the stars.